welcome!
Oh, hello there!
Happy Halloween! Today I'm gonna be building a house, but every room is a different theme. So we've got classic haunted house, clown carnival, doll room, witch lair, sacrifice room, haunted hotel, the Netflix show, Stranger Things, which one of you guys suggested. Alice in Wonderland, I really like that show. A graveyard, a silent padded room, mirror maze. I think I've said all the rooms, so let's start building. So as you can see, I've already done the layout just because it takes so long to do it, so I just did it beforehand because what matters is on the inside. Okay, so I've got some trees here, a graveyard. I actually got this layout from a TikTok. Okay, first of all, the color scheme. I'm thinking something green for this, but I'm not sure. I don't know what else to add to the outside, so I think it is fine. I think I can move on to the inside. Okay, for the entryway, let's spin the wheel. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Classic haunted house. Okay, nice. I'll put it on screen. This picture has a bunch of dark reds and browns, and I'm gonna try and recreate that. First of all, I'm gonna call this burgundy and metal. For the floor, I'm just gonna put basic brown planks because I can't really see it and it's mostly covered in carpet. Okay, let's get started then. Okay, first thing I'm gonna add is wall trim. Nice, okay, I'm gonna put this all around. And I'm actually gonna use one of these structural things, and let's add some pillars here. Okay, nice, I think this is really coming together. Okay, that's pretty slanted, but it's fine because it's a haunted house. It doesn't have to look perfect. Okay, let's have one here and another one right in front of the stairs. And technically, the stairs is part of the foyer, so I'm not gonna touch it. One thing I always forget is lights. We obviously need lights. I think this actually looks the closest to the picture. In the corner here, it looks like we've got some kind of antique table, but Bloxburg doesn't have that, so let's settle for one of these. I honestly think this might be closest to it. Also has a mirror, coffin mirror. Let's go for something more antique, like in the picture. This could work. I'm gonna add some stuff on this table and some in the corner. Okay, I'm actually gonna get rid of this mirror and just put this whole wall as custom wallpaper. Okay, so I've gone with this wallpaper and it's a bold choice, but I think it looks good actually. Like this, it actually looks like the picture. Okay, so we need essential, like these coat hangers. Let's just have a few core on these, like that. For example, just normal decor. And let's have some plants in this corner. I think the last thing we need to add to this entryway is...
It's called Hell Yeah. It's about a man.
I mean, minus the plants, I think I've done a pretty good job. I'm actually gonna use this on the rest of the walls. I think it really brings some texture to the walls. Okay, cool. I just want to see one more thing. I can add a mirror onto this.
Nope.
Okay, you know what, it's fine, we don't need to have a mirror. Let's move on to the foyer. Oh, I still don't know what that means. I'm just gonna quickly Google it. It's an entrance hall or other opening area in a building used by the public, especially a hotel or theater. Let's go back to the spinning wheel. Spin, spin, spin. Okay, nice. Okay. I don't know, I'm kind of unsure about this. So this is my inspo, it's pretty cluttered. Okay, I can do this. I'm actually gonna delete this. That's where the entrance cuts off. And for the walls, it looks like this kind of old person's home wallpaper. I think I found the perfect thing. For the flooring, it just looks like something like this. I'm actually gonna change this, the window colors. Why was I in chairs? I was looking for couches and chairs, bro. I think this is perfect. The couch literally looks like it's the same texture as the walls. Okay, we've got some pillows. One red, one green, and in the corner. And for some reason it's got a really old looking TV on it. I genuinely have not used this since I had the starter home. The next big thing I can see is a long table in the middle, something like this. Wait, actually I think it looks small like this. Nope, it's way too small. Pretty slanted like this. So it looks like just a bunch of random things on the table. So what else should I put? An old water can, and let's have a nice picture there. Okay, now for the walls. It really doesn't look from the picture to have any overhead lighting, so I'm literally just gonna do what I see in the picture. So I'm gonna start by using structural rope to just do a bunch of squiggly lines.
Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so.
And across all of this, we've just got some string lights. Yeah, I think I'll just go crazy with it. I should have really called this before I put them on the walls. Okay, in the picture it just looks like blue and it's actually a bunch of different colors. Okay, nice, the lighting is working perfectly. And lastly, I'm gonna add a shelf to the corner. I'm actually really surprised Bloxburg has this. It's actually new, I think, this wallpaper, and it actually looks pretty good. And let's add a lamp here. The lamp in the corner looks very close to this one. It's either this or this. I'm gonna go for this. And for underneath the stairs, maybe I should add another couch. Let's just add a bookcase. And this is my recreation of Stranger Things in Bloxburg. I really like this. We've got the entry door and the foyer. Let's move on to the living room then. Okay, let's spin the wheel. A mirror maze. Okay, how would I? How am I gonna make a living room into a mirror maze? I need. What? Okay, I've got some pictures here and it looks pretty crazy. Okay, I think I'll just add a bunch of mirrors around because honestly, I don't know what else I can do with that. It's either I use the game mirrors or some decals. It just doesn't look as much as a mirror could look.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay, I've decided I'm going to use decals. They're just 1,000 times better than Bloxburg mirrors. First of all, let's call the walls before we think about the mirrors. Guys, I don't know why, but this is actually stressing me out. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do with this. Okay, let's go for some brown walls. And let's get some wall trims, because when in doubt, add some wall trims. Just gonna start by putting a bunch of mirrors just everywhere. Wait, I've got an idea. What if I put a bunch of mirrors as dividers and stuff, and it divides the room into different parts? Now let's add this weird lighting. Let's use this lonely light bulb, just to add a bit more creepiness into it. This does not seem like a living room at all. Let's make this an actual living room. This needs to be a functioning house. After this video or sometime after, I need to build a Victorian house. I am obsessed with this and I really want one. 3,000! Wow! Ooh, creepy. The lights! Blue and pink, TV girl, coffee table, and stone fireplace. Yes. I actually don't know what Victorian fireplaces look like, but I'm gonna guess it's something like brown or grey. And if you heard that, it was a flipping firework. I'm sorry guys, I just don't know what to do with this, honestly. Let's just add a few mirrors in here. So it kind of barricades some parts. Does this look like a mirror maze?
Nope.
The last thing I'm gonna add is a desk, and let's just add some plants. So here's our mirror maze. I hate this. I hate this so much. I want to leave right now. Okay, next up we have the kitchen. I'm excited for this. I actually like doing kitchens. So let's spin the wheel. Graveyard. Nice. Okay, cool. So we've basically got to make this kitchen look dirty, full of dead people, disgusting. I mean, this is a haunted house, so it doesn't have to look realistic. I guess I could use purple for the flooring. Okay, for the walls then. That's literally perfect. It looks exactly like the picture. Okay, first of all, let's place down the counter. Let's use this broken stove. Let's have a random pillar in the kitchen just because. Okay, let's have some pantry stuff and here. Whoa, what just happened? Okay, let's have a microwave in there, and of course the microwave has to be rotten. And let's not forget the graveyards, because I certainly did. For a second there, I was just kind of placing stuff down and I was like, what's the theme for this? Let's have literally one chair, the one person brave enough to step into this kitchen. Okay, the picture seems to have some kind of mist. Okay, and for the lights, let's go for this. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Should I add the trees? Because I don't really want trees growing in my kitchen, but to be fair, we do have gravestones, a bunch of rusting appliances. Why not just take a step further and just add some trees? Oh, it's sticking through the second floor. Instead of trees, I'm just add this. Okay, and that's it for our graveyard kitchen in our haunted house. I think I've done a pretty good job with this kitchen. So let's move on to the dining room. Onto the spinning wheel. And a silent padded room. It was so close to that. I was so close to getting to Alice in Wonderland. Let's do an asylum padded room for the dining room. It's all just white and padded. There's really not much I can do, but I'm still gonna add a table and chairs and maybe a few decorations. Between this or this, I think this is closest to the padded texture. Okay, let's have this decently sized dining table. And for the chairs, let's go for these. I will decorate this just a tiny bit, like this, and just a few of these. And let's add the rose in the middle just for some nice decoration. Given the circumstances, I've actually done a pretty good job. When I take the roof off, it's literally just blinding white. Moving on, what is a scullery? Now onto the scullery and the toilet. I'm actually gonna make this kind of one theme because it's pretty small, so it's just basically I'm just gonna make it the same theme. Let's spin the wheel. If I get Alice in Wonderland here, I'm actually gonna crash out because I really want this for an actual room. Sacrifice room. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna make this into a sacrificial room, but I can try. Okay, let's make the walls red. Funny thing about tuberculosis, I had my history assessment last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago, and I got a grade 9, third question on the paper. It said, what's the most common disease for people in 1250 to the 1300s? And I put freaking tuberculosis. And I was completely wrong. It was not TB. Let's use these, and I'm gonna make this red like the blood of my enemies. Okay, let's add some laundry detergent in here. Okay, let's add a bunch of candles. Guys, can we hit 300 subscribers? It's so crazy I have 220 subscribers, like what? But honestly, thank you guys so much for subscribing to me. Can we hit 300 subscribers before the end of November? That is a spooky question to ask. I'm trying to pick some kind of texture for the walls because I think it's a bit too plain. Yeah, that's perfect. This is looking a lot more killing people in your basement type. Moving on to the toilet. Okay, let's just add a toilet. But this whole bathroom is out of my nightmares. I would not use this toilet if you paid me. Beautiful. Let's add a few here and
This looks so creepy.
we've actually completed the downstairs. Okay, we've got a mirror maze for the living room, classic haunted house for the entry, Stranger Things, the graveyard, asylum, and we've got a sacrificial bathroom and laundry space. We've got 5 themes left, so this little hallway space, I'm just gonna make it the same as the downstairs. I'm just gonna copy literally everything from down here. I don't like how the lighting from downstairs is coming up to the second floor. I just want it to be completely separate. I've just had to place every single one of these wallpaper things all around the walls. I literally want to quit right now. So let's do this bedroom. Let's spin the wheel. Alice in Wonderland, finally! I've got 2 inspo pictures because I couldn't really pick one. Just hear me out. Gonna make this grass. So, I've made this grass, but I'm gonna make this like a dirt road. Like in the picture, we've got a nice tile yellow brick road going on. Since we're on the second floor, I'm just gonna add this because no one can stop me. Okay, I'm also gonna add some basic shapes with clocks on them.
Nice, really nice.
Okay, let's add some light. This one's short. Oh wait, it's actually got this little lamp in the middle. Okay, this is probably the closest I'm gonna get to that. You've probably noticed by now, I haven't colored the walls. Well, that's because I'm terrified. I'm gonna go with grey wood. I'm gonna add this checkered thing to the wall just to make it look like it goes all the way up there. Okay, let's have a dresser in the corner. Sure, let's have this. From what I can see in the corner, there's this kind of wardrobe thing kind of hiding in the box. I think this is pretty close to it. And most importantly, for the bedroom, we need a bed. And I'm not gonna go too crazy with the decoration because I don't want it to look too cluttered. Let's add some pillows. Let's have a nice autumn pillow there. Okay, let's have the sheer schmear shire. I do want to recreate the small little Mad Hatter's table. I know the table is rectangular and this one is circle, but shh, I could make it all basic shapes, but genuinely I don't have the time. That honestly doesn't look too bad. I like it. Let's have a weird little desk here. Let's just say like bright pink. It's honestly some kind of weird thing they'd have in Alice in Wonderland. What if I have the drink and or the eat and don't eat? Okay, and with that, I think I'm pretty much done with the Alice in Wonderland themed bedroom. Moving on to the second bedroom, let's spin the wheel. Clown Carnival. Okay.
Sick, I think I can do this. Nope. I can definitely do this.
Nope.
Carnival, right, so just gonna be crazy red and white stripes. You know what, I'm gonna use it because this is my home and I can do whatever I want. Okay, then let's move on to the third bedroom, this one. Now let's spin the wheel. Now it comes down to just 3. Haunted Hotel, Witch's Lair, and Doll Room. What? What was that? What was that about? Okay, Doll Room then. Okay, in this picture it's actually pretty cute. It's actually a lot of pastel colors and stuff. I'm not gonna try and make this as scary, but it's gonna be kind of creepy, but just dollhouse creepy. Okay, let's have pink walls. And if you're wondering why this room has two doors, I don't know. The floor plan I followed just said 2 doors. I was like, okay. Sure, weird, but okay. Oh, let's have these. These doors don't fit in with the theme, so I'm just gonna ignore them. Let's just close our eyes anytime we look at that side of the room. I'm just gonna move this to the side. I wanna try this trick I've seen on TikTok. Well, a pretty old TikTok, where people would use these, but they turn them in a circle. So yeah, I wanna try it. Put it to the lowest grid, and you just like this. Okay, that's a lot of money. Okay, nice. It looks pretty good. Okay, I just moved out the light so I can place this bed down, and let's add some pillows too. Okay, this chandelier is way too low, but it is a dollhouse. Doesn't have to look like exactly realistic. So yeah, let's add this fancy desk. Okay, on the table, it probably just have a few miniature stuff like mirrors and maybe a book. I'm gonna add a nice bedside table there, and let's add this in the corner here. Where is it? Okay, how do I make this look more creepy? Okay, let's add a few of these frames around, and I am pretty much done. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with this bedroom. It is so bright. Let's move on. Now onto the bathroom. Spin the wheel. Haunted Hotel or Witch's Lair. I don't want to waste the Haunted Hotel theme on the bathroom. You know what? It's fine. I've got this picture up. So it looks like just wood flooring, okay, like this, but just green. That's literally the same thing. Put that side by side, and that's literally the same wallpaper. Yo, this is literally a perfect comparison. It's actually identical. That's crazy, bro. And something extremely important is this grandfather clock. Let's add a few frames. When I heard the Rick and Morty creators made Haunted Hotel, I was so excited. I literally jumped onto Netflix and searched for it. Okay, we need a rug. A carpet. I just need to add a mirror and I'm pretty much done with this room. You know, I think this might be the only room in the whole house that actually looks kinda normal. Okay, I love this show, I love this bathroom. We're done with this haunted hotel bathroom. Now let's move on to the last bedroom. But I think I'm actually gonna make this an office. Let's spin the wheel. I know we've got just one thing left, but let's just still spin the wheel. What? A witch's lair? I could have never guessed. Okay, I'm actually kind of excited for this. I'm gonna use this and this as one room because this is pretty tiny. Okay, for the flooring it looks like tiles actually. For the walls it just looks like wood. I did say it was gonna be an office, so let's quickly add a table and let's add a chair. Oh, we've got a few. We've got this one. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna get these counters and we've got a bunch of potions on top of it. Let's get some vases just to look like potions. I've added some vases to look like potions. I think I should add some actual potions now. Oh, I don't even know if oh, in the corner let's add a fireplace. Nice. I'm gonna add the bed, but this bed. So this is kind of where the witch lives. So she just kind of sleeps on the floor, works on her desk, and does her potion stuff right there. I'm gonna add some of these structural ropes just to make it look a bit more creepy. Oh, I'm gonna make these look like they're shooting out of the pot. I mean, to be honest, I'm just kind of messing around. Yeah, let's add some candles. Okay, let's just add a ton of paperwork. And now for the closet, I'm just gonna put these boxes in here. And now I'm officially done with the witch's room. To be honest, if I had transformed you, I could definitely make a better witch's room. But right now, it is about 10 PM. I'm very tired. I just wanna go to sleep. I also need to write an essay. We have done every single room in this house. It looks absolutely crazy. I'm officially done with this haunted house. So let's go tour the inside. I'm so excited. Let's go inside. So as you walk up to the house, you see this very nice front garden. You've got a bunch of pumpkins here. We're looking good, looking nice. As you open the front door, you walk into a classic haunted house or entryway. Very nice Victorian style. And then you walk into the foyer. And I love this so much. I think I did such a good job. And thank you to the person who recommended this, because this is actually amazing. So on this side you've got the couch, lights and TV and stuff. And I just put a bookshelf on the other side. Now onto the living room. You've got a nice desk, but hold up. It's a mirror maze. It is horrifying. You've got to walk in from here and go around the maze and go in here. Then you can make yourself comfy on the couch. I just want to leave this room right now. I hate this room. Okay, moving on from the foyer is into the kitchen. I really like this kitchen. Okay, so we've got a nice microwave, nice dead people. So you've got your gravestones, R.I.P., R.I.P., R.I.P. Yeah, that's actually Bob's family members. Moving on, we've got a nice padded dining. Why is this here? Okay, this is not supposed to be here. I weirdly like this. You know, it's just all one color. It's pretty muted. I mean, compared to the rest of the house, this is actually probably the simplest. Moving on to the skeleton room. Whatever, it's a laundry room. Nice laundry there, nice iron board, and what is this? It is a toilet. How nice. Yeah, let's just quietly walk away. And now let's finally move on to the upstairs. To our right or left, we have our clown room, which I hate. It is 2 stories and this bedroom is wasted on the clown stuff. Okay, we've got a bunch of clowns on the wall. I just want to leave this room right now. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm just leaving. Honestly, I'm just gonna go. Now onto my favorite bedroom. Whoa! Look at this. Oh, I think I did a pretty good job here. Okay, I've got a nice desk here with the eat or drink potions. Every time I'd watched Alice in Wonderland, I'd always wished I was at this table. It was so cool. Into the dollhouse bedroom. It's pretty much empty really. It's just the bed, dressing closet thing, chair, and diary and stuff. Really, the only interesting thing about this room is the two doors. Okay, moving on to the bathroom. My favorite bathroom of the house, compared to that thing downstairs, is the haunted hotel room. Okay, we've got a grandfather clock and basic toilet necessities. Let's move on to the last bedroom, or shall I say office slash bedroom. The witch's cauldron. Ooh, creepy. There really isn't much I can say for this. It's just kind of crazy. Okay, and now onto this one with our stack of boxes. Okay, so that was it. That was the whole tour for the house. Make sure to leave a like if you like this video, and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I've got a bunch posted, so if you're waiting for another video, just watch those in the meantime. Thank you so much for watching this haunted house Halloween special video. Comment down themes or movies or have me to build next. Have an amazing, awesome, lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy Halloween!